No! No! No, 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 no! 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 It's 2 a.m. in the morning here in Vancouver, so I'm trying to keep my voice down, but no! Gosh darn it, no! Ivan Demidov has agreed to a 2-year contract extension with SKA St. Petersburg. Matt Drake, thank you for the scoop here. HabsEyeOnThePrize.com. In a shocking move, the Canadiens' 2024 fifth overall pick has decided to remain in the KHL for the time being. And if you scroll down in this article, you'll read what Matt Drake goes out there and writes about. Days after being stapled to the bench as SKA's 13th forward, it appears that the tide has turned for Ivan Demidov with his KHL team. Following a long game of bench warming in their playoff opener, he was elevated into the team's top 6, performing well over the next 2 games, and helping SKA win Game 3 to avoid giving Dynamo Moscow a stranglehold on their series. SKA announced they have agreed to an extension with Demidov to keep him with Roman Rottenberg's squad through the 2026-2027 season. And then here's the tweet, as posted about by SKA Ice Hockey Club. Ivan Demidov is returning to SKA. The 19-year-old forward has signed an extension with our club for 2 seasons until April 30th, 2027. Welcome back to St. Petersburg. 420 likes, 69 retweets. The expectation had always been for Demidov to debut in the NHL next season, since he himself stated multiple times on the day of his draft that that was his plan. One that was also expressed by the Canadiens during this season. That will now have to wait a couple more years. Drake writes here, it's a perplexing decision on Demidov's part, at least from an outside perspective. Rottenberg's deployment decisions have placed limits on the top prospect Russia has had since perhaps Kirill Kaprizov, so it's hard to see why the forward would willingly sign a deal when a much more nurturing environment awaits him in Montreal. His would-be NHL coach has shown that he has no fear of letting his young offensive players flourish, so he would have been a lock for the top 6 in the Montreal in 25-26. This contract decision will mean 2 more years of the Canadiens fanbase following the KHL intently. Unless, of course, this entire article is a complete fabrication, and you should have checked the date before reading it. If you've made it this far without doing so, happy April Fools. Okay, screw it. Yeah, no, Ivan Demidov's not signing with SKA St. Petersburg. Thank goodness. If you click on this, by the way, this isn't an image or anything, it's a link. This whole thing right here is a link. If you click on it, it goes to the Rick Roll. So obviously that is not something that actually did happen. Matt Drake, he just trolled everybody. And I wanted to get a little bit of that fun and love in there too, which is why it's 2 a.m. here in Vancouver and I'm recording a video that I am planning to upload and release immediately. What's the rule? Like April Fool's ends at 12 p.m.? Something crazy like that? I don't know. Yeah, by the time April Fool's ends in the areas where we can target people, I'm always still sleeping at that time. So yeah, I don't really wake up any time earlier than 9 a.m. on most days, Vancouver time at least, so it's kind of tough to go out there and do the Montreal trolling like this right here. If we reload this page and see some of the comments, okay, yeah, that's not that's not appropriate for a YouTube video. I was about to get real mad. April Fools or not, be careful. Good one. Yeah, even if it was just 2 seconds, those were not 2 good seconds. I was not prepared for this. This was also posted on the rhabs subreddit, and this got a whole bunch of response as well. Demidov agrees to a 2-year contract extension with SKA St. Petersburg. April Fools, it's 5 a.m., dude. My heart just sank. Diabolical. I am about to go to bed after my night shift, and now I am wide awake. You know what? It's been a while since we've done a full-on April Fool's Day video. I think the last time we made a real April Fool's Day prank video, I think it was 2018. And we made a video saying that Brock Boeser got traded to the Calgary Flames. I want to do that. Boeser traded, and then we'll do Lego Rocks 99, because I do believe that was the April Fool's video that we did 7 years ago. There you go. Boeser traded to the Flames for Mike Smith, Michael Ferland, and a first-round pick. And this video got people mad. We even did the jersey swap. There you go. Nice to see that up in there. But I think in terms of magnitude and in terms of shock, this Ivan Demidov thing, I think, is a lot more believable. Is that the right way to put it? I don't know. Believable? Mostly because when Brock Boeser gets traded to the Flames, people immediately said, no, he couldn't get traded. It's already past the trade deadline. But for Ivan Demidov and SKA, it's like, oh, that's still a possibility here. Demidov signing a contract extension with SKA St. Petersburg and sticking around in that organization till 2027. It's not totally out of the realm of possibility. Like, there's a 1, maybe even a 0.5% chance of that happening. But we know that it's not going to. Within reason, it's not going to. So for Ivan Demidov to stick around in the KHL, go the Matvei Mishkov route and commit a few extra years there, that obviously would piss off Montreal Canadiens fans. It would throw everybody for a loop. It would be the most surprising thing to come out of the young Russian season, even though he went out there and scored himself all of these points, and he was the best junior player in terms of points the KHL had ever seen. He is at 2 points in 3 games played for SKA in the playoffs. He had scored the only goal against Dynamo Moscow in Game 2. He had an assist in Game 3, so he's at 2 points in 3 games now as a first-line player. He actually did dip down in ice time last game, 9:37 over here, compared to the 17 minutes he had in the 1-goal performance he had in Game 2. But ultimately, Ivan Demidov has been so good and so ready. He's already at that point where if he comes over to Montreal, he's going to be a stud. And we all recognize that the youth is going to take over this Montreal Canadiens team. From Lane Hutson to Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Hutson's impact on the Canadiens organization this year, I feel like it's really made everything else possible. It's set the tone for what young rookies are able to do in Montreal today. And Demidov, I mean, this is a guy whom you can say is a quote-unquote better prospect than what Lane Hutson was. And I say was because Hutson's not a prospect anymore. Very different magnitudes of impact, from defense to offense, top 6 scoring, and the Quinn Hughes-esque mobility that Lane Hutson has. But Ivan Demidov is going to come over to Montreal and do some incredible work. That is, unless he does decide to agree to a 2-year extension with SKA St. Petersburg, which we're going to say he's not going to. But for the sake of making an April Fool's video, let's leave this one up in the way that we have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this prank. Posted by Matt Drake. I had to cash in on the fun there. It was posted on this website, Eyes on the Prize. It was posted on the Reddit as well. I wanted to go out there, spread some love to the YouTubes. Thoughts in the comment section below about April Fools and Ivan Demidov. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.